Word, so Russia just invaded the Ukraine and the US plans to retaliate. On one side you have NATO, which is the US, Canada, and other allying countries. On the other side you have the Soviet Union, which is Russia and other allying countries. After World War II you had the Cold War, which was NATO versus the Soviet Union. When the Cold War was done being fought in 1991, the Soviet Union fell off a little bit and the countries that were aligned with them ended up allying with NATO. In the middle was the country of Ukraine, which didn't ally with neither side but ended up being neutral. On the east side of the border of Ukraine is Russia. On the west side of the border, all aligned with NATO, are Norway, Poland, Romania, Turkey, Italy, Germany, France, Spain, and the United Kingdom. And that's why Russia invaded, because of the fear of Ukraine siding with NATO and the United States. Now I know you're probably wondering, why does anybody even care about Ukraine? But you have to understand that Ukraine is a producer of a lot of natural resources. Ukraine is the second largest country in Europe. They're the second largest country in the world that produces iron and mercury. They're number 7 in the world for producing coal and number 10 for producing titanium. They're number 1 in the world for producing sunflower and sunflower oil. They have 25% of the world's black soil. They're number 3 in producing corn, number 4 in producing potatoes, and number 5 in producing rye, and they're number 9 in producing chicken eggs. Not to mention that they have nuclear power plants and they're the 4th largest natural gas pipeline system in the world. With all that being said, we can kind of see why Russia wants to invade, because they want to get their hands on some of them natural resources. And just like the US always does, they want to get their hands on some of them natural resources too. This is just like when America invaded Iraq and Afghanistan, because they're the number 1 producers in oil and opium. And if you noticed, after that, gas prices went down and then we had the opioid epidemic. This situation here though, with Russia going back and forth with the United States, this might end pretty bad. I believe this is going to be the beginning of World War III. Honestly, I'm not surprised though, because it was already written in the Bible. It tells you that in the end times, there shall be wars and rumors of wars, plagues, famine, diseases, and even in the end times, you can't even tell the difference between a man and a woman, which explains the COVID-19, the food shortages, the cross-dressing and transgendered, and this situation here. Joe Biden went on social media and said, quote, Russia alone is responsible for the death and destruction this attack will bring, and the United States and its allies and partners will respond in a united and decisive way. The world will hold Russia accountable. Quote. Basically what he's trying to say, that Russia's wrong for doing what they're doing. I'm not saying they're right, but what I am saying is that I know the United States was built on rape, robbery, murder, slavery, lies, deceit, etc. So who are they to talk? Honestly, with this situation, me personally, I don't care. What I do care about is the innocent lives that's gonna be lost. All of this is over capitalism and greed. America and American people have a big ego, like they really think that they shit don't stink. Like I said before, America was built on crimes against humanity, and they still haven't paid for that yet. You know what I'm talking about, the land of the free, the home of the brave. Oops, I mean the land of the thief, the home of the slave. Yeah, that. You know, Sodom and Gomorrah, modern day Egypt, ancient Babylon. Yeah, that. Yeah, they have to pay for what they did to the children of Israel, which is why I believe that this is gonna be a war that they're gonna lose. One country that we didn't mention is China. America owes China trillions of dollars. China could easily capitalize off this situation and side with Russia. And China has the largest military in the world, so they might take this situation to get back what's owed to them. Honestly, like I said before, I don't care if these countries blow each other up, because they all crooked and evil. What I do care about is the innocent people that's gonna get caught in the middle. Like Tupac said, they got money for wars but can't feed the poor. But what do you think? Do you think Russia's right for doing what they're doing? Do you think the US is right for retaliating? Do you think that this is gonna be the beginning of World War III? Let me know what you think in the comments section. If you like the content, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. With that being said, my name is Dre Static, and I'm out.